Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're ready for some good conversation around service today. So if you're here, you already know, first of all, please subscribe and hit the bell, the notification bell. Yeah, because I want to make sure that you get this content every single day. So make sure that you're tapped in, tuned in, turned on to what I'm creating here. Now on today's conversation, or on today's episode, or on this version of Sarah Speaks, we're going to be talking about the power in service, right? Now again, this channel is all about you living a holistically balanced life, which means having everything you want. And especially as an entrepreneur, you gotta know how to tap into the power of you in order to serve your people. So today I'm gonna give you 3 tips on how you can become a better service provider and better align with the things that you want and receive all that shmoney, honey, because that's what we're here for. So let's jump into it. Now, if this is your first time here, if you have never seen me like on YouTube, not YouTube, but Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, I always have notes. I am the queen of writing things down. That's actually a bonus tip that I wasn't even thinking about including today, but yeah, you wanna write shit down, all right? So I'm always writing things down, so if you see me looking at stuff, here's another notebook. If you see me looking at stuff, that's what I'm looking at, all right? So, how this is gonna look, I'm gonna give you a little story time, and then I'm gonna give you a definition, and then I'm gonna give you 3 points so that you can walk away feeling like, holy cow, I know what I need, I know how to go about it, and I can put this in action right now, because life is now, okay? Awesome. So, story time. I have a friend, his name is Lee Lionel Richardson, and he's from the British Virgin Islands, just like I am. And what Lee is into, he is into food. He is like almost a chef, pretty freaking talented in the kitchen, and he just recently started his catering and seafood boil business. Now, I'm gonna shout out his business, 100 Degree Meals, all right? Hit him up. I will leave a link to his Instagram in the description box. One thing I love about Lee is that he gets the concept of service, right? Of course, today, our title is Savor the Process of Service, all right? Lee gets the concept of service. Like, as his friend, I love being around him because he's always cooking. And I like to eat. So when I'm around him, he's always testing things on me, and it feels super, super good because not only does he come over, he brings his own groceries, he cooks the groceries, he feeds me, like literally brings the food to me, he treats me like I'm in a restaurant, and then I get to chill out and he cleans up. Like, Lee gets the concept of service because first of all, he serves himself. And that is tip number 1 today. When it comes to service, when it comes to being out there and serving others, you have to first know how to serve yourself. You have to first take care of yourself. You have to first give yourself all of the things that you want to give other people, right? So, what is service? Because when I think of Lee and how he serves me, and then also how he serves his clients, I'm like, yo, this is the perfect example of service. Like, he loves the finest things in life, and he gives them to himself. And that's why I feel like it makes him really good at service, because he takes care of himself first. He then knows how to serve other people. So first of all, what is the definition of service? So service is an act of helpful activity, all right? Service is an act of helpful activity with aid, information, or other incidentals. Again, service is an act of helpful activity to supply with aid, information, or other incidentals. Now, in Sarah Speaks language, service is literally just making something better than it originally was going to be. Service is literally making something better than it was originally going to be, ordinarily going to be. Now, what does this mean? When I think about how I serve my clients, right? Again, I'm a confidence coach and inspirational speaker. I work in group settings with lots of people who want to build their businesses, build their confidence, release weight. I work with bigger organizations to train their clients, to train their employees. So when I go into those spaces, right, I think about who the people in front of me would be without me. Like, if I wasn't here, what would ordinarily happen in their lives? They would probably just live the same life over and over and over again. I know this because before I went to a personal development program, I was living the same life. Like, I was reading a whole bunch of personal development books, of course, because that's my favorite genre, right? I love to grow, I love to evolve. However, something different happens when you actually have guidance, when you actually have support, when you're actually in community. So when I'm thinking about service, it literally is for me like making something better than it was going to happen ordinarily. Like, if under ordinary circumstances, that thing would be the same. But because I'm here, because I'm giving my energy, it takes it to an extraordinary level. So as you're listening to this definition of service, I want you to think about your business. I want to think about how you serve yourself. I want you to think about how you help other people by first servicing you. So again, like I said, I always love personal development books. So because I came from that space of always feeding my mind and I understood the effect of feeding my mind, I knew that other people could benefit from that too. So jumping into our 3 points of today, number 1 is service starts with you. Service starts with you. So as a confidence coach, one of the things I always reiterate to my clients is that nothing gets to happen over there or out there in the world unless you create it here first. My business is called Design My Vibe because I had to design my vibe to even get to this point. I had to start taking care of me first. So the first point in delivering amazing service, in savoring the process of service and what it creates in your life, is first giving to yourself what is necessary for you to feel good. Now, what does that look like? Specifically for me, and what I would recommend to you, is to start with a morning routine. Like, literally start your day bigging you up. Start your day with a win. Start your day feeling good and talking to yourself nicely. As you can tell, I do that because I be hyped, okay? So what that looks like specifically for me, and I want you to take notes, take from this what you want so they can improve your life, is first things first, when I get up, I say thank you for another day of life. Amen, amen, amen. And then I read my desire, right? And you can have multiple desires, but specifically my desire right now is to actually help more people, which will generate more money, which is why I'm here on YouTube. Holy cow, right? So I read my desire, which gets me present to what it is that I want. What do I want to create in this day? And then I do some affirmations. I give thanks for what I want. I have gratitude, way beyond thank you for life, but actually getting into the nitty gritty. What am I grateful for? Then I affirm myself. I get up, I make my bed, I have a glass of water, and then I exercise. So that's just a little bit of my morning routine. The beautiful thing about creating a morning routine for myself and serving myself, it puts me in a much better position to serve my people. And that's one thing that we don't really get in life, right? We kind of learn that we have to make other people happy. We spend our time like trying to impress our parents, trying to impress our teacher to get a good grade, trying to impress the cute boy or the cute girl on the playground. Like, we spend so much time over there trying to impress other people that we don't get the opportunity, we don't prioritize pouring into ourselves. So no matter where you are in your life right now, if you are now learning self-love or if you are already in the process of self-love, I want you to understand how important it is. Like, when you take care of yourself first, your cup is full. And when your cup is full, then everything else that you continue to give yourself, it starts to overflow. And that's what people get. The opposite is like giving to people before you give to yourself, and you're trying to give out of an empty cup, and that sounds dry. Yeah, that sounds dry. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because trust me, that dryness shows up in every area of your life. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. So tip number 1 is that service starts with you. Service starts over here. Like, look yourself in the mirror and say, service starts over here. In order to be a good service provider, I have to first service myself. All right? So again, I'm going to tell you, number 1, get into some morning routines. Create a morning routine. Do something that says, hey, I won already for the day. Like, when I make my bed, that's me completing my sleep. I went to bed, I woke up, I'm done with sleeping, I'm making my bed. Holy cow, I have a win for the day. I drank my water, win for the day. I said my affirmations, win for the day. I exercise, win for the day. The more that you win here, you get to feel better. And when you feel better, you operate from a whole different space. And that is what Design My Vibe is all about. That's what living a full life is all about. Taking care of you first and then allowing that to overflow. All right. Number two in Savor the process of service is to serve others without requirement, without request. This is so important. Like, this is so important, and it takes me back to my friend Lee. Like, Lee was basically practicing 100-degree meals on me and our friendship and his other friendships before he started his business. Like, he would just, I want to cook for you. I want to try this out on you, right? And in doing so, guess what? He was serving other people without request. And in serving other people without wanting something back from them, without like, oh, if I'm doing this for you, you got to give me something in return. Guess what he was doing? He was literally building his self-confidence because he already served himself, right? And now he's serving other people. He's getting their feedback. And guess what? That's building his confidence because now he's cooking for them. They're tasting the food, they're letting him know what was good, what they didn't like so much, and then he gets to improve his process. Honestly, that's the same thing that happened with me. I've always been a person that gives. Like, I love when people are winning. So I'm always hyping my friends up, I'm always providing resources, I'm always pointing them in the right direction. And like I told my awesome friend the other day, is that everything I touch turns to gold because I give without request. I give without requirement. Like, I give with an open heart. And the only way that's possible is from point one, serving myself first, understanding that I have more than enough to go around. And the way that you become a great service provider is starting to practice on people. Whatever it is that you like doing, just do it because you love it. Just do it because it makes the world a better place. And in doing so, you begin to practice what you're great at. You begin to build your confidence in what you're great at. And people get to identify what you are great at. That makes a difference. Like, that makes an amazing difference. So what are some of the things that you can just give, right? Let's talk about YouTube. Like, how many of you, me, everybody comes to YouTube University to learn anything? We all do. And YouTube, people are literally putting up information for free. They're just sharing information. Now, there's many other ways that they generate income from sharing this information, but the point here is that they're serving without requirement, serving without request. They're not like, hey, give me some money for this video. They're just like, here's the video. I hope it makes a difference in your life. The same way I hope that this video is making a difference for you. So some of the things that you can give simply to improve the lives of somebody else, resources. And resources can be anything. I think it's crazy how we get so caught up in the fact that, oh, I don't have the money to do that. I don't have the money to do that. I don't have the money to do that. There are so many more things that are so much more, I wouldn't say more valuable, but they are available. They are available for you to give without the stress of thinking about the money. So what are some of these things? I would say knowledge is one. Like, I am sharing with you the things that I have learned through my life, the things that I have practiced, the things that have made a difference for me and the people around me. So knowledge is free. Knowledge is your life experience. Knowledge is the things that you practice, and you know that they work because you practice them over here. Lee knows that his food is good because he made it for himself, ate it, and was like, ooh, let me get somebody else's opinion on this. Or I did coaching exercises on myself. Like, you don't know all of my story, and you're gonna learn over the life of this channel and over Sarah Speaks, right? But there's a point in my life where I was 354 pounds. And I did this exercise that helped me to see how important it is to be healthy over the length of my life. And when I did that, I was able to release 100 pounds in a year. No surgery, no crazy diets, nothing like that. All right, so you are living a life that is teaching you things, and you are creating solutions to get over these things. And when you practice that, that becomes knowledge that you can share with somebody else. And knowledge is amazing. So that's a resource that you can share. Another resource is your connections. Like, you may not look at life this way, but every single person you meet is a potential connection. And it may not be a connection for you to use right in this moment, but somebody else may really find that relationship valuable. A lot of the times we're very like, this is mine, this is my friend. That's cool. That person is your friend. However, we as human beings have the capacity to love many different people. We have the capacity to befriend many different people. And when we come from a place of abundance, now your resources are your friends' resources. Your resources are your clients' resources. And the more that we share that energy, guess what? The bigger the bag grows. Hello, we are entrepreneurs here. We are spiritual Caribbean entrepreneurs here. So yes, we want the bag to grow. This isn't only about high vibrations, like high vibrations lead to a bigger bag. So when you understand that there's an abundance of knowledge, abundance of connections, you can share those things freely. Another thing is finances. So yes, not everybody's financial story is the same. So if you have the finances to invest in a friend's business or to support somebody when they're in a time of need, do it. Do it because you can. Do it because you've taken care of yourself first. If you got money, that means you have learned how to generate money, which means you have served yourself. So in you sharing without request, without requirement, you are serving somebody else. All right? Number three. Did I just put up my middle finger? My bad, didn't mean to do that. Number 3 in savoring the process of service is to package your services. So, going through our process here, number 1 is service starts with you. It means living your life, going through things, experiencing things, creating solutions to overcome those things. Now you know how things work. And then you can go into number 2, which is sharing those resources with other people, serving other people by sharing your knowledge. Number 3 is now packaging those services. So now over the lifetime of you learning for yourself, sharing with others, people are telling you, oh my God, that really worked. Or, oh my God, that really tasted amazing. Or, oh my God, honey, look at this. Look at my hair. Thank you for sharing your oils. Like, whatever your thing is, once you use it on yourself and then you share it with others and people now see the value in it, you saw the value. But it always feels good to be affirmed that other people see it too. Now you can package your services. Now, it's beautiful about savoring the process because that's what we're going through here, right? We're going through the process of being that multidimensional, high vibrational, multi-millionaire person. So now that you service yourself, you realize that you're servicing yourself, your habits, your processes work on other people because you've shared it with other people. Now you can package it. So now we've grown beyond the friends and the family and the close circle. Now you can show up and serve the world by packaging your services. The beauty in the process is you've learned what works and what doesn't work. You've learned what results other people have gotten. And because you now know that and have that information, you can package your services in a powerful way. Where did the sun go? Come back, sunny sun. So again, in your sharing of your services without requirement and without request, you can identify what people like, what works, what did they enjoy about using your process or your product, right? And in gathering that information, you can now create an offer. So let's talk about some of the offers that I have, right? Some of the offers that I have is I have a creative community of entrepreneurs and we meet every single day. Well, there's an option to meet every single day if you want to, and we talk about all aspects of life and how they impact your business. How they have you show up stronger when you get proper rest, when you have a deep spiritual connection, when you make time to exercise, when you fuel your body with good foods. These are the conversations that we have. And when we talk about these things, they allow these persons in the community to become better service providers, better product creators. So that's one of my offers that came from me just like loving community. Like I love community. I love being amongst people. I love people winning. I love when there's a collective high vibrational energy. Like this morning, one of the young ladies in the chat, she wrote and she was like, hey guys, I have this idea that I think everybody could try on in their businesses. Like imagine you being a part of a community and then you don't have to come up with all the ideas for your business on your own because we're all here to become better. We're all here to grow and glow. So we are sharing. Somebody might take it on, somebody might not. Somebody may have been looking for that exact confirmation. That's what happens in community. And that's one of my favorite offers. And it's actually why I prefer to do group coaching, because one-on-one is like very powerful, very, I would say, what do you call it? very discreet. So I understand the power of one-on-one coaching. But what I find is that group coaching, when it's a collective energy, everybody gets to level up. All right? I'm trying to be on the yacht with my friends, not by myself. That sounds boring, right? So last part of this is lead people through your free to your offer. So what that means is, remember, part 2 is serving without requirement or request. The same way that you are watching this video, right? I'm not requiring or requesting anything from you. I simply want you to get what you get. I want you to improve your life in the way that you do, right? From this information. And guess what I do? I get to also offer you a service, offer you a product that can support you in what it is that you want to create. So using your free offer, using how you show up just to give, show up in that manner and then let people know, hey, I hope you got something from this. You can also get more support. You can also get one-on-one support. You can also download the ebook. You can, whatever it is that you have created as your offer, you use this free medium, this generosity, use this to now lead them to that thing that's gonna immediately put some money in your bank account, shish, bro, king, queen, empress, goddess. Capiche? Capiche? All right, so let's go over this again because I wanna make sure that you walk away feeling like a freaking boss. It is Monday, hello. I want you to feel good. I want you to start your week on a high vibration. So, in order to savor the process of service, what you're gonna do is first serve yourself. Number 1, serve yourself. Service starts with you. Service starts with how you treat you, how you love on you, how you listen to you, how you cater to you. I don't think that's how Beyonce sang the song, but you know what I'm talking about. When you take care of self first, everything else takes care of itself. Bars. Secondly, service others without requirement, without request. You don't gotta ask for, give me this, give me. Just serve because you have all this knowledge that's trying to burst out your head. And if you don't give it away, if you don't put it out there, if you don't put it up for offer for people to take it and put it in their own lives, then it's just gonna be over here. It's gonna be bubbling and bubbling and bubbling. So serve without request or requirement. Thirdly, package your gold. You've practiced it on yourself. Hello, look at this skin, honey. Look at, And yes, this lip gloss is my brand. If you want some lip gloss, right? Service yourself first. And then service others because it feels good to just share what you know. And thirdly, package that goodness. There are going to be people that don't actually get to meet you that want some of that goodness too. And they're going to be willing to pay for it. Yes, you're amazing and people want what you got. All right? So, all in all, when you savor the process of service, like really enjoy it, taste it, those grapes taste like they're from 1949. When you do that, you set yourself up to win. You set yourself up, and then you set up other people, and then those people set up other people. And that's how you win. Okay. Now, I want to end this off by giving you a little bit of my accent because, you know, I did say that this video is for Caribbean people. And I probably sound like me from the Caribbean because I have lived in other places in the world. However, I am of Caribbean descent. I currently live in the British Virgin Islands where my dad is from. My mom is Bahamian, where I grew up many summers. So yeah, the accent there, you know, the accent there. However, I want to make sure that everybody, absolutely everybody can understand what I'm saying. And if I totally talk in my accent all the damn time, it might be a little difficult to hear me. So, on that note, I hope this video was freaking helpful. I hope that it really opened your mind to new possibilities. And I want you to try this on. Try it on, try on the process, come back and let me know if this worked, all right? In the description box, I'm gonna tag 100 Degree Meals, my boy Lee Richardson, bomb.com, amazing food, amazing service. He's also lived abroad, so he brings all of that into his cooking. And I'm also going to tag the Diamond Collective, which is my coaching community for spiritual entrepreneurs who wanna take over the world. I was gonna curse, I just changed it, right? I want to help. If you are a spiritual Caribbean entrepreneur and you want to be bigger and better and impact more lives, check out the Diamond Collective in the description box. Lastly, I'm going to link my lip gloss. If you want some lip gloss that comes in many different colors, check out the link in the description box. And before we go, make sure you subscribe and put on that notification bell. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.